Recording.
Hello.
While you're fidgeting. Okay, don't fidget. Hi everyone, welcome to Cat's Creations live on Friday night, where tonight I'm going to be teaching you how to use a new product, which is called a bottle bouquet. So what it is if you've ever gone to someone's house for whatever, for dinner, for a special occasion, and we always bring the bottle of wine or apple cider or whatever, and we always put it in the gift bags, or you just present it, as it is. But this allows you to kind of add a little bit of a nice decorative floral touch to this. And as you can see, it goes on any type of bottle. I have this on a blueberry syrup, which is like it was for making a non-alcoholic drink that Disney had. So we bought blueberry syrup way back when, and I just thought it looked really good paired with the lavender flowers, the tulips, the ranunculus. So I'm going to teach you guys how simple it is to make these, and also where you can buy them. You get a discount if you use my coupon code, which is, if you go to flowerbox.com, I'm going to just give this to you all now. So for YouTubers, it'll be down below in the description box. So flowerbox.com, you have to either order them in a box of 8. They are, normal price is $30 for 8. So it basically averages about $3.75 per bouquet, or the little individual containers. If you enter in my code, which is Cat's Creations, all capitals, you get 10% off of your order, and then they'll ship them out directly to you. So not only can you use these on wine bottles, you can also use them on pillar candles. So for example, in this one, it's about a 3-inch diameter candle base. And let me show you how simple they are. You just slide them on and slide them off. They go on the top, and then you can add them to your pillow candles as well. And then you can have a decorative centerpiece. So for people that are in the craft fairs, craft shows, if you're doing something local, for people who have booth setups in little shops, this is an awesome item to make sure that you have available, because it's low cost, it's simple, it's easy to make, and you can use it for a wide range of different items. So, did I cover everything? All the questions you would have, where you order it. It's flowerbox.com. Use my code Cat's Creations to get 10% off your order. You have to buy them in a quantity of 8. Otherwise, I think it's like way bigger than that. But that's the smallest you can get. And trust me, at Christmas time, we're going to be using these like crazy because they're super simple. They're nice. They slide on the bottles perfectly. You can take them on and off and then just change your design. Baby showers, graduations, whatever you want to do. So you guys ready to start making? All right, let me show you how simple this is. So it comes like this. This is the part that will go around the sleeve of your bottle. This is the part where we have set up for the foam. This is where all of our floral is going to go. I have my glue skillet set up. Gorilla Glue sticks are in the pot because it's just an all-purpose glue. If you buy these dry foam cylinders at Hobby Lobby, let's see, I think they were $3.99, and these are 2.4 inches by 3.75 inches thick. If you cut them in half, you'll have enough for 2. So for about $8, you have enough for all of them, and then you'll need your florals. So let me show you how super simple this is to do this. And you guys can feel free to ask questions at any point. Steve's fielding all my questions for me, so anything you guys want to know, just let me know. So the easiest way I found to make mine is just to kind of take the bottom of this, slide it on the top, and just give it like a slight little impression so that it helps you with a guide of where you need to cut it. And just using a simple butter knife, using dry foam, and there's a big difference. This is almost like the foam that you're going to use for the fresh florals. But it's called a dry foam. It's for using silk flowers with, and those are, so it's easy to slice, it's easy to poke in. You don't want to use the really hard, stiff styrofoam ones because this is such a small area for us to work with. We want to make sure that it's really easy for us to get the florals in. So as you can see, I've got my pattern developed here. I'm just going to go ahead and take my butter knife and just slide this right down. That'll take out my middle section. And then I'm just going to go around and slice the bottom because there was just little edges that I needed to kind of shave off a little bit. I want to be able to get it out. So I'm just going to do a little bit around my sides. You can see how easy it is. Just butter knife it. And we'll see if this will fit. So I'm going to take this, flip this upside down. Nice, super nice fit. And then you want to have a lip on it. You don't want to cut it flush because then when you have some of your florals that you want to kind of elevate and kind of cascade over, you're going to want to kind of create a little bit of a lip. So I find that if you do about 1/4 of an inch and you're just going to slice your block right in half, and there's this one's already cut and ready for the second one. So I want to get rid of all of this because I hate the way this stuff feels. It's like dust. Granulated dust. Okay. Any questions?
They just asked, where'd you get the bouquet blade again? And I told them it's pinned to the bottom.
Yeah, flowerbox.com is where you're going to get those from. Ugh. Really don't like the way that stuff feels on your hands. So, let me go ahead and just pop that off. Put that over here. Okay, so I'm actually going to build this on the bottle. So I have a apple cider bottle. As you can see, it slides right over the top. And then this is how we're going to build. So the first thing you're going to start with is a greenery base. As you guys know, we like to start with greenery on our base. And I'm going to use this boxwood. Make sure I pull that one off. We're going to snip these down. And these boxwood, I can push up so I can have them a little bit longer. If I want them to have a little bit more spacing to them, these do slide up and down. The darker green do not. You don't need an awful lot of a stem to get these to go in, but they are wired, so I can get them to bend. I'm going to start right here in the front. I'm going to dip this in my hot glue. I'm going to slide this right in here. This is going to create the front. And we're going to push this up. And I'm going to
slide them up and down the base depending upon where you want it to sit too. Right?
Huh?
So you can kind of slide it up and down the base depending upon where you want it to sit.
Yes, you can. Okay, I'm going to take this one. I'm going to kind of go in here. What I'm going to do is you'll see that I push them all the way down into the floral foam. Okay, don't need them that long. Make sure we get some movement in here. I'm going to go right in here. Push them up. Have this one kind of come in the back just a little bit more. Right here. Push this all the way up. Trim all those off. Push this in. Right in here. So now we have a boxwood base, and I'm going to go in. You can sneeze, it's okay. He's trying really hard not to sneeze. This one, however, the darker green is not. It doesn't, but it bends a little bit further, but I can't adjust the boxwood on this. So I'm gonna come in here.
Guys, make sure you read the bottom of the post. At the very bottom, it's a pinned comment where you can get those bottle bouquets at.
Okay.
And they are called bottle bouquet.
So if you just go to flowerbox.com and then you'll scroll down, there's some other products that they have there as well. But the bottle bouquet is what I'm demoing today. And if you put in my code, then you'll get 10% off your order.
Oh, Joan, yeah, that's awesome. She said my son's getting married,
Mm-hmm.
and I can make these as centerpieces.
Yes, you
With
can.
a bottle of wine or
Yes.
or champagne, yeah, whatever.
Exactly. And how fun is that? Because then they can take the bottle bouquet off and add it and regift it to whomever they would like. So I'm going to use this last one because I just have one left on the stem. I really don't want to have to put it back in, you know, your floral. I'm going to fill it in right here.
So most of these florals she got from different places.
The boxwood I actually got from, well, they call this eucalyptus, Amazon, believe it or not. I've been buying a lot of my florals from Amazon because I can get them faster and I don't have to meet a minimum to get free shipping. Because if you're a Prime customer, then you're good. You don't have to pay extra for your shipping. So I'm just taking a lot of leftover greenery. This is just one piece that I have from Hobby Lobby. I'm going to add this one. Kind of right in here.
Just click on the pinned comment and it tells you what the code is, which is Cats Creations, for your checkout order to get that extra 10%.
Absolutely. Okay. What did I want to add next? Let me look at this from my perspective. Okay, we're building this. Yeah. Guess I could have built this either way. I guess I'm doing this one left-handed. So I'll have a left-handed and a right-handed version. Didn't even realize that. This is some baby's breath that I'm just cutting down. Find the whole pieces so I can pull these off. And we're going to be doing peaches and cream roses with some lilies. So this would be great for Easter. There's that cut down. A ranunculus bud. We are going to push these up. I'm going to make sure that I have all of my florals cut. This is from Michael's. Michael's has these in their spring section right now for about $2. And I think they're going to go to 50%. So you can buy them in a whole bunch of different colors. They have white, they have peach, they have pink. We have some Queen Anne's lace. Let's see, here's the peach colored one. Go ahead and pull this one off because I need the leaf at the bottom. And you'll see how super fast they are to put together. Okay, there's that one. And we will cut. I'm looking to see which ones I like. Okay, we're going to push our greenery up.
Thank you, Jen, for sending stars. Like 100 stars.
That's right. We haven't. I will figure out what our stars are going for this month. We did do the Cup of Joe for Joe in February, and I want to say we raised about $47. So we'll be matching that, sending that out. Look for the updates on that, and then I'll let you know what the one is for March. So I'm going to take these peach roses. It has a rose and a bud. And I'm just looking at where I want to place them. Okay. We're going to go right in here with our rose.
The black plastic piece is called the bottle bouquet.
And then, let's see. I'm trying to find the ones I like a lot. Like I want some cream colored. Here's one. This is an awful big leaf at the bottom. Okay.
And so she gave some of these out at Christmas and also included a battery candle that they could replace.
Oh, that's really
one.
pretty.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Okay, we're going to come in and add some more roses. I'm going to use about, I'm trying to find the ones with the buds where they all look fairly decent. I think I'll go ahead and take this one off. Okay, we'll separate the bud from the peach.
So many places have amazing florals now. They look almost just like the real thing.
Yes, they do. And I'm so not used to doing it like this. Like, I am not a left-handed person. But we're making one for a left-handed side of the bottle. Because I already did the right-handed one.
Joan, yeah, you could. You could have an empty bottle and just put fairy lights inside it.
There are people who have done that too.
Yeah.
I thought that the candle was a really great way of using that. So this is how I have my florals laid out. So now I'm going to come in and we're going to add some filler flowers. So these are my main focal flowers, just different colors of peach. I'm going to come in and add some of these little metal flowers. This is going to go right in the center.
What was great too is you can use them and just stick them right on your wall sconces, right? With your candles.
What do you mean, these?
Yeah, with the bouquets on it up there.
It would look kind of off though, because they'd be off center. I guess if you did two,
Right.
it wouldn't look as bad. So I'm going to take the white. I'm just kind of looking for where I would like to see a little pop of white. So right in here. And I think we're going to go one in the back for some a little bit of a height. Go ahead and make sure I'm pulling all my glue threads out. Let me move this one here. Then you can see what we're doing. Okay, just like this. And now we're going to come in and we're going to add some of this baby's breath. I'm just kind of creating a pick so that when I come in like this and add these in, it has something to poke into the stem, but I need the height on it a little bit as well. So this is just going to fill right in here. Show you what we're doing. So I pull the stems off the very, very bottom. We're going to do this one off to the side, right in here. And if your bottle slides down, you can hold it from the bottom while you push. Because I find that sometimes as it starts to get pretty full, as you're starting to push, it'll just slide it down the bottle.
Yeah, this looks like a fun little project that doesn't take very long to do.
It really doesn't. And it doesn't take an awful lot of floral to fill it. Let's see. I'm looking for something that we can have a pick to. Like this. Okay, I'm going to add this right into the bottom.
It's such a cute idea. Love it.
Isn't it?
Emily said, I so enjoy our creations. We are so blessed that you share all with all of us.
Well, I've had this for a little while, trying to figure out like, okay, how do I want to do this? What can we use this for? Should this be for spring? Should this be Easter? And then I was like, there has to be more than one way to do this. Okay, I'm going to pull, I have a single ranunculus. So we're going to add these
It's
in.
very nice of you to share it to the public group too.
Of course. There we go. Stick those back in here. So I'm trying to pull my glue threads out as I'm going. A little ranunculus. So I'm going to I think I want to.
Even for like on the his and hers table at a wedding, you could have them right next to each other and have them on opposite sides.
That would be cute.
Yeah.
Did someone suggest that?
No, I just thought that.
Oh, you thought of that? That would be super nice. I'm trying to think, where else could you put it on the bridal table?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Where they sit.
Oh. Okay. Always making sure. So we've added some ranunculus here. I'm going to take some more baby's breath from these. Trying to find stems that we can use. So now I'm going to kind of come in around the back and I'm going to backfill this so it doesn't look so one-sided.
That's a great idea. Thanks for sharing.
You're welcome. And we'll do the same here.
Char said, I just ordered. Can't wait to try this.
Isn't this going to be so much fun? For those of you that have some upcoming craft fairs, these are going to be so amazing because these are things you can keep on the table, right? Because we're always stuck as wreath makers.
I do right there on the table.
Yeah, you could actually make them for somebody if you wanted to, or you can have them pre-made. It depends. Sometimes people don't want to be, I don't want people watching me do this, you know. Okay. So what I've been doing is as you go around the bottom, at the very, very bottom, remember how we had that little bit of a lip? I'm going through and I'm adding some of these filler baby's breath down here at the bottom just to fill in those places to where if somebody was to go, look over there, you can kind of see. And I'm just using it to fill the rest of our space. You want to kind of just look all the way around and make sure you can't see. So you can't see the foam. Now you can paint the foam. You can spray the foam like a dark green or a hunter green, or you can spray paint it black depending upon your preference. And then that way it's not so hard to hide. Okay. I'm looking to see if I want to add anything different. I'm going to kind of weave my baby's breath in here a little bit more. Maybe one small rosebud towards the front. So this is the way that we have it, and I think I want to bring this one in, down in here, so that it kind of finishes that off a bit. And I want to make sure that I leave a stem long enough to hit that center.
Well, this you actually could, if it was for a wedding, you could do it with real florals.
Oh yeah, you could definitely do it with real florals. Because
Yeah.
you've got that plastic container that will definitely hold the water.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're done, honestly. Let me just, I feel like I'm going way up underneath, but I just want to make sure that this is all completely covered all the way around.
That's great.
Let me do one small piece right here off the side. Okay, there you guys go. What do you think? It's super easy. Obviously, if I had a plain white candle, this would look cuter on a plain white candle, but super simple. Lift them up. This is how they're going to get shipped to the customer. They can slide it on whatever bottle they want. Like I said, you can do it on just a normal pillar. This is a 3-inch pillar, but as you can see, you can slide that down. I would go a little higher in elevation if I was doing it as a candle base, but you can do it for candles, you can do it for wine. Just make sure if you're setting it up at your craft table, you're not selling it with the wine, you're just selling the bouquet, bottle bouquet. with it. So make sure you put wine not included, champagne not included, cider not included.
So Darla asked the question.
What?
What would the price point be?
I would probably sell, if I was doing it local, if somebody was coming in and picking them up, I'd probably sell them $25 to $30, depending upon the florals. So it just depends on how much your florals are. If you went to Dollar Tree and just did all the Dollar Tree florals, and maybe you only had $5 in florals added, then your price point would be a little bit lower. Because remember, the bottle bouquet base itself is only $3.75 by the time you apply your discount. So,
which looks good. You said you could use an empty bottle for a demonstration.
Yes, and yeah, I would have them just like this. You could have them lined up on your table. You know, you could tell people, look, I could do these for centerpieces for a wedding with a little bit taller candle. I would probably recommend you use flameless candles or like the flameless tapers, or you're going to have to go a little bit longer. You can use them on syrup bottles, cider bottles, really nice wine bottles. These would be great if you have somebody who owns a winery and they want something a little bit more elevated to sell with their bottles of wine as a gift instead of just the regular, what are they, like velvet or velour gift bags. So I hope you guys enjoyed this simple tutorial. So like I said, you can get your little foam pieces. These ones are nice because they're already cut in a cylinder shape, and as you saw, there's not much that I had to do to alter this. Each one of these little cylinders is enough to do 2. So just buying a package like this, I think it's $3.99 at Hobby Lobby. It gives you enough of your foam to do 4. And it's called dry foam. So it's strictly for artificial and satin type or silk flowers. Okay. Any other questions?
A lot of them are saying they don't see the link. It's pinned at the very bottom, gals. So
flowerbox.com. Just go flowerbox.com and then enter my code Cats Creations to get 10% off your order, and you get a box of 8. It's really nice how they ship it. And then we'll be making a ton of these at Christmas or patriotic or Mother's Day. How nice would this be for a Mother's Day gift for your mom, or just to set up the what do you call it, brunch table? Just something simple. Okay, guys, really quick, because this is the first time I think I've done a live since we've opened the cart. The cart is back open. If you guys want to join the private group, just go to catscreationsandmore.com. It's at the very top of the page. Click want to join the private group. Not sure how long we're going to leave it open because I just did it for my birthday. So make sure if you guys have been wanting to join, go click to join so you'll learn more of the fun stuff that we'll be making. All right, everyone. Well, have a great weekend, and I'll see you on Sunday. Talk to you soon. Bye.